Hi guys, welcome to Gold Today. This video is brought to you by the coach. Remember always our job is to make you rich. If you are a new subscriber, welcome aboard and thank you for joining us. If not yet, please hit the subscribe button. We are going to start our video with the economic calendar. On the economic calendar for Monday and from the United States, we will be waiting for the following economic headers to be released: the manufacturing PMI for September, services PMI for September, and market composite PMI for September. That's all for the economic calendar. We'll move on now to the numbers. On the last trading session of Friday, we have had a trading range from 1498 to 1516. Numbers are rounded and the market is closed. Gold spot printed a close price above 1516 in the last trading session of Friday. The number is rounded and the market is closed. Gold is trading in a bull trend and it's now above its all daily simple moving averages, and this market is completely bullish above the 50 days EMA located at 1488. For the RSI readings, we are overbought on the weekly and monthly charts with moderate readings, and the supports are seen at 1510, followed by 1500 and then 1497. There is a minor support at 1506, and for the resistance 1524 if taken, 1540 and then 1556, and there is a minor resistance at 1531. That's all. We'll move on now to the trading strategy. In our last video, especially the one before the FOMC meeting, I said clearly, let's not rush to short gold. I said it's better that we stay neutral in gold and silver market after the FOMC shown confusion caused by the Federal Reserve Bank. We know that there should be another rate cut, a minimum of one more rate cut to be delivered, but we don't know exactly is it going to be delivered by October, end of October, or mid of December. And this has implications surely on the price of gold. We said also that we would rather wait a few days until gold price settles and see if the politics will overpower economics. We got on last Friday the Chinese diligence canceling their visits to farms in Montana, though Donald Trump said that China is preparing to buy more agricultural products from the United States. Market did not like that, and the indices sold off and gold shined again. Now we are looking at very early signs that this rally could be continuing if the odds for one more rate cut to be delivered by end of October are going to increase. Speaking of the numbers that we have at the moment, the market floor is seen about 1483 spot, and with all the good news that have been injected on purpose in the markets to help the US indices not to fall, gold market did not break 1483, did not break the 50 days EMA, and the ceiling is seen for the moment at 1524, which I believe it will be cleared right away on Monday. The Federal Reserve Bank is doing quantitative easing, yes sir, and they are doing it in the hide. They are increasing the size of their balance sheet without telling the public. Over $200 billion have been injected into the overnight repo operations in the last week itself. So what we call this? So this is an open question for everyone that who is super excited about shorting gold and silver. You may go ahead. Hopefully you can win, but I'm sure 100% that you are going to lose your money into this trade. What the Federal Reserve Bank is doing from a financial point of view is quantitative easing, whether they agreed to call it a quantitative easing or they call it anything else. Buying back bonds, replacing them with currency, okay, this is a quantitative easing, and when you do this, you are going to increase the supply of the US dollar, which will mean the value of the US dollar is going to get less. Even if the US dollar index is going up, it's less. In my point of view, buy gold and silver on market and add up if they dips. Don't worry, they won't break. And keep in your mind that the Pentagon just deployed a known number of troops in Saudi. And the next time Iran thinks to attack any part of Saudi, they will be attacking the US Army, and they are surely going to respond. If you want a silver deal, go for silver with a target for 20. You get it actualized in a few weeks, maybe shorter. And for you to know that JP Morgan is having a record high of collecting physical silver. Also, it's time for you to buy gold and silver physical and exchange your extra cash assets that you don't use into physical gold and silver. This is for the gold and silver. This is the core of our business here. We will move on now to talk about other subjects. I've been asked about the GBP USD, the British pound against the US dollar, and I see there is a very good opportunity to short this pair. And for you, you need a technical confirmation with a close below 124. Your stop loss at 126, and target is 121,600 and then 119. This is for the GBP USD. And for the Japanese yen against the US dollar, also I see a very good opportunity to short this pair. If you need a technical evidence, wait a close below 107 200, and short from there with a target of 106, then 104 500. Also, I see a very good opportunity into shorting US indices, especially Nasdaq, because the tech stocks are highly volatile and highly responsive, sensitive to trade talks, trade war headlines. You can look for an initial target of 7,000. Be careful, the US indices are highly volatile. You have to manage your margin requirements. I've been asked about the WTI crude oil. In my opinion, there is a gap that should be filled. Any acceptance below the 50 days EMA, 200 days EMA located at 57.9, short blindly with a target of 55. Any close below 55, this is going to be short. I hate to say this. I am bullish on oil considering the ongoing uncertainty and geopolitical issues, but if we close below 55, it's not good. That's all for today. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you tomorrow in another video.